I'm going to show you today how to create a calendar in Google Calendar, and this is specific to Southfield Public Schools and their new Google Apps for Education. The first thing that I need you to do is when you open a web browser, and I prefer to use Google Chrome, is to type in calendar.google.com. So the first thing that I want to show you is down here on the left hand side you can see where it says My Calendars and Other Calendars. When you create a calendar, it will show up under My Calendars. And when you have a calendar that's shared with you by someone else, it will show up under Other Calendars. Anytime you want that calendar to show up over here on the actual page, you need to make sure that it has this color next to it. You can change the color by clicking this little arrow down next to the name of the calendar and by changing the color. It will not change on anyone else's calendar, on anyone that you've shared this calendar with. They'll have to change the color themselves for whatever color they want it to be. Alright, to create a new calendar, you click on this little arrow down next to the My Calendars and you click Create New Calendar. You'll name it what you want, for example, Bernie Library. And the description can be something specific that the calendar does. Specific for calendar. And then you can do this two ways. You can make this calendar available to the public, or you can share this calendar with everyone in the organization. And that's sharing in bulk. However, you can also not check either of these and enter in any person that you want to share the calendar with. So I'm not going to enter anyone in right now. I'm going to come back to this in a second, but I want to click Create Calendar. Alright, so now I've created this calendar over here, Bernie Library, and that's under My Calendars. And I'm going to create an event. So I'm going to come up here to the word Create, and I'm going to name the event. So for example, Library Orientation. And I can change the date by clicking in this date box. I can change the time, and I can change the actual time, or I can click all day. I can also make it repeat. So if this is going to be weekly, I can repeat every week, and it will end on this date. So 1, 2, 3, this will be the last date that it ends on. Okay, so it's going to repeat every 1 week. It's going to repeat on Tuesday, and it's going to end this date. So that's going to give me 3 occurrences. Alright, so then I'm going to click Done. I'm going to make sure that this is going, see right here it says Calendar, and this is my calendar. I want it to change that to Bernie Library. And then I'm just going to click Save up here. If I change my view to month, I can see now that in September the library orientation will be the first Tuesday, the second Tuesday, and the third Tuesday, and then it's not showing up again. Alright, so now what I would like to do is I would like to share this calendar with others. So I'm going to come back over here to My Calendar, and I'm going to click this arrow down box, and I'm going to click Share This Calendar, and that's next to the calendar that I've just created. Once I click that, then I can start to type in email addresses. And I'm just going to randomly type people's in. Once I have everyone in, although I did make a mistake, I want to make sure that these people can make changes to events. And that's because I know that they're going to be adding events to here for library checkout. So I can just switch this to make changes to events and then add my people. And you can see that instead of having to go through each of these and change them to make changes, now since I've changed this one right here, they'll all show up that way. When I'm done adding people, I just click save, and it will send them an email that they have this calendar shared with them, and they will be able to access that calendar under other calendars now. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if I can help you with anything else.